So this is going to be a review on the work paper scissors assignment. I'm going to go through it 3 ways. We're going to have one that is going through an if, a switch, and then a reducer. The repo for this is the same repo as last time. I just added new pages. So, and there's been a small amount of work just to get the pages visible, you know, have your options of Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur. For your rock paper scissors. So for the first one, we're gonna do it through if. So first things first, I'm gonna make these clickable because at the moment they are not clickable. So on click is equal to squiggle brackets, that. And set player. We have an array of options right here, just to make it slightly easier to do options. Like instead of having to type out walk every time, I just do options and then 0. We're gonna copy this, paste it into the Bulbasaur, and also paste it into the Charmander. Bulbasaur is going to be paper, and then Charmander is going to be scissors. Squirtle is rock because he has a shell. See, what is one there? I forgot to highlight the squiggle. Okay. So if we're doing it with an if statement, we're using useState, and we're gonna have to have the use effect. I can type. And then that. And then we have a dependency. We're gonna have player here because that's the only real thing that we're gonna be updating with our options, like when we click. We're gonna have a function here that's gonna be winner. Well, when, not window, when, and then we're gonna declare that function down here. So const when is equal to that. And then, so we need to set our computer. So set comp is gonna be options, because it's gonna pick from options, and then we're gonna do a math.floor so that it hits the bottom value. We're gonna have a math. Let's capitalize my math.random. This is gonna pick a random value between 1 and 0, so we're gonna multiply that by 3, and then this should that should not be parentheses, so it should be square brackets. So we're choosing from an array. So this is how our computer is going to be choosing a value. Let's see. And then we're going to have our start of our if statements. So for the if statement, we're going to have if player is equal to null, and then computer, triple N, and computer is equal to null, because this would be at the beginning of the game when both values are set as null. We don't exactly want a winner to be set, so we're gonna set. So like, oh, I forgot. We need a const winner and set winner so that we know who wins. Let's go to use state. Use state. We're gonna say this is start game. And then we're gonna come down here, have it render h tag and have this as winner. Curly bracket, then closing h tag, and that's a start game. So I guess if null set winner to null, not null, start. So that way we can implement a reset later if we wanted to. I'm gonna have an else if, and then else if player is equal to options 1. So if player chooses, oh, I guess we should start at 0. Oh, wait. Okay, we're gonna go through those first. So if player chooses option 0, we're gonna have it so that we're gonna have an if nested in an if because there's 2 choices. There's 3 options for if and if. For there's 3 outcomes for if player chooses option 0, which we can technically also just have also if right here. Player is equal to not equal. If player equals computer, we're gonna set that so that set winner is a tie. I think it's just yelling at me. Test this. So if player, if comp is to option off. So right now, player has chosen paper. Well, player has chosen lock. Paper is an option for computer potentially. If computer chooses paper, we set winner as the computer one. So computer and then we're gonna have a else here where we set winner as player wins. Like player wins because we've already settled that if player and computer equals to one another, they tie. So this statement is saying if player chooses walk, if computer chooses paper, computer wins. If otherwise, the player wins because the only other option would be scissors because we already eliminated walk is equal to walk. So if we wanted to kind of see that, we can temporarily get rid of this one, comment that one out, and set it so that computer is equal to 2. So if we set computer equal to 2, the start game should change to player wins. If we change this to 1, save that. Gotta refresh. Computer wins, and then if we change that to 0 and refresh the page, it's a tie. So that is currently what this does. I'm gonna copy that and push that down. So then we do it for the other options. So if 1 beats 2, or 2 beats 1, not 1 beats 2. And then do that again. And then this doesn't have to be an else if, it can just be an else. And then this would be 0. So all of these should work. So if we change this back to being random and get rid of that, we can like see that it does stuff. real quick, I'm gonna set this to JSON.stringify player. So at the moment, if you click on one, JSON stringify comp, if you click on one, it will change the computer once, but not again, because your user state isn't changing again. So if we wanted to make it so that the player state changes, we can add a set player down here, set that equal to just that, and then when you can like click squiddle repeatedly and see that like the computer changes. I feel like if we wanted to add a reset button, we could have gonna do a const here, reset squiggle, not squiggle. Yes, no. Where we set player to null, and then set computer to null. Not null to null, set computer to null, and add a terrible button down here that on click. I can't type today. So those, that, and then reset. Save that. Need to move this in there. I gotta type. Reset down here. Now we have a button. Reason why computer. This okay, wait. This should reset to start game, but it is not. Okay, that's because this is here. I swear I got this to work earlier though. Guess I type. Leave that out. See if reset. So now reset is changing that. Okay. So I don't want this changed to just a blank. I want this to change back to null. And I want to hit reset. I'm confused on why play wins here. Okay. Play wins. Play wins. No, null. And it's not resetting. I'm gonna do console. Reset. And inspect console. Okay. P. Reset. No, we're not hitting that. That. I don't know what's wrong here. No, this isn't updating. I'm gonna add another use effect. No, you don't want to do that. Oh, well, always make a reset. Set, reset. False. Reset game, reset game. Change this to reset game. Move the zoom thing again. So those are still working. That. So then do that. Change this to reset. Have a set reset here so that it's false again. Save that. And then set reset game. This to true. Save that. This should win again. When okay, now that I don't know what's wrong now. This is breaking more. Because these are still showing up correctly. This is just randomly changing at this point. Why? Because it's not even hitting tie, it's just going to these, which that's a mess. I'm clicking on try manager. Do a console.log player and computer right here. Just because these would change. So refresh, clear that, pick one of these, set player back to null. Let's add notes to these. This is P. This is computer. So player null, reset, player's null, computer change to P. Okay, well, I'll figure that issue out later and just move on to working with the switch. Switch is basically, I should not close my file. Switch is similar as the F. So I can just kind of like take these down here. Just gonna take the entire thing, copy, move it to the switch, paste it there. It's gonna say that those don't use this because they don't currently use this. So const winner set winner is equal to new state. I'll start game. And then I'm gonna come back here and also take this, add it here. Forgot I need this one too. Well, don't need it. I can just kind of get rid of it here. Hope it doesn't cause problems. So with a switch, we're doing kind of similar things. There's a hacky way you can kind of do a switch to check true and false, which would, we also need the use effect. Copy. Because we're gonna still call const when equal to that. Didn't import it. So with a switch, you're usually checking to see your like. So I'll just realize I also need this. That. Which page are you breaking on? You're breaking on that page. So setup is kind of similar. With a switch, though, you're gonna start by typing out switch. Usually you have a variable here, like we would do like player usually, and then it would check cases against this, like case, where like option 1, options, and then colon break. Refresh that. Usually, this is how you see a switch. You're gonna say, look at this variable, and then look at these options. But you can also kind of use it as a true and false check. So like you can type in true here, and then you can type in like how you would type like a if statement. You can do like player is equal to option 1 options, and do your switches like that. You don't really see it done this way, but you can do it this way. But this is what paper scissors. We are gonna do it this way because you can kind of save some lines, because we're just doing basic check true, if true, do this. Real quick, we're gonna have a case right here, where player is equal to computer. This is gonna be our tie again. So if it's a tie, we want to set winner to be tie. Then we need a break. If you don't have a break, it will continue running codes after the case, which you don't really ever want. You usually want it to do what it's done and then stop. And here we can kind of like just do if statements if we want to. So like I'm gonna come back to here and just kind of deal with that beginning. Well, I'm just gonna type that out. So if comp is equal to options 1. Oh, wait, this should be 0. If comp is equal to option 1, set winner as I think this is computer wins, because computer is paper, player chose walk, beats paper beats walk. And then we can just do an else here, because we're not doing more. Else set winner as player wins. And then you can just kind of like copy that, do it twice. 1, 2, 2, 0. And now, let's see. So player wins, walk scissors, walk speed scissors. Computer wins because we chose paper. Wait. Computer wins. That. Okay, wait. I gotta check. So let's space these out. So case player chose paper. Computer chose 2 else. Why is this? So walk. Play. I feel like I'm off by 1. I'm gonna get. Okay, use the fact when console log player and computer. So refresh the page. That should not say tie immediately. So these are still anonymous, so that shouldn't be on here. Because player new state is null. Okay, I have an error here. So I just realized I'm also missing my default. So I'll stick that there at the moment and just default and break. So this we want to stick like an additional if comp does not equal to null and this way this will check if comp is null. If comp is null, it won't. This would, if comp is null, this would make this false and it wouldn't want this. So now we have our start game. For our default, if yeah, so okay, wait. I'm gonna really quick time. Okay. So for this one, by default is if comp is equal to null. We're gonna do a return and then set winner equal to start game. Save that. So if I click one of these, player wins, reset. This one works. I don't know why DF doesn't. But at the moment, we're still running into the same issue of like we can't repeatedly click squirtle to choose walk every time. So we're gonna at the end of a switch, so like that ends right there, we're gonna set player to null. And push that. So computer wins, which was walked. Squirtle paper now? No? Squirtle still walk. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I'm gonna change this to not null. I'm gonna change this to that. So it's just empty. And then add a conditional up here. That does reset, okay. So if player is equal to just empty quotes, I'm just gonna return no and not one. That way it won't. I should stick this twice. Go there. That way it won't even want this set computer. So we chose walk, I chose scissors. I'm getting confused. Okay, we chose walk. Computer chose paper, computer wins. We chose paper. Why is that one still running? No, computer chose paper. Okay. And player. So walk scissors. This is not updating properly. That is what's confusing me. So I'm just gonna get rid of those. And then we're just gonna check the logic. Okay, so player chose walk, paper, computer wins. We chose walk, we chose scissors, win. We chose walk, we chose scissors, we win again. So that is working fine. The JSON stringify was not working fine. And that was confusing me. Okay. So another way that you can do it is if I use reducer. Oh, I guess I'm gonna show this as well. So if you look between a switch and an if statement, they're about the same. But we also have like a bunch of empty spaces here that we can get rid of. So a switch is about 76 lines, and then if I can click if loop would make about 83 lines. So a switch is slightly better in terms of like lines that you're going to be making. So yes, I do have 20. Yeah, still slightly better. We also are gonna do a reducer, which when we're done should be less lines. Should be. So with our reducers, we still have our options of walk with the scissors. We're gonna be using a UseReducer, so we need like an initial state. So our initial states is camel case that state is equal to we only really care about our winner, so we just have winner in here. That's gonna be start game at the beginning. Then we're gonna do our const state and then dispatch is equal to UseReducer. for our when function, our when reducer, and we're passing it our initial states. Saying that we don't have when it's not defined because we haven't defined it yet. So we need a function of when that takes in state and a choice. And then this is gonna I see 2 Slack messages. We're gonna do, I'm just gonna go back here, take this because I feel like taking is faster than retyping it, but at the same time, we don't have we don't have use states here because UseReducer just kind of like reduces it. So like we only have really one state for this one. And then so we're setting a comp, and then we're gonna do a switch statement here as well. And then this is gonna be choice dot options. Choice dot option. Look at the error expected. Oh, what's that? So this time when we're clicking on these, we're not doing a set player, we're doing a dispatch. Well, we're still doing an onClick, and then the onClick is equal to an anonymous function that does the dispatch. And then within this, we're going to send it a key. This is going to be option. And then this option, how we've been doing it, options. And then this is going to be 0. And then curly bracket, closing parenthesis, other curly bracket. I think. So that's that one, that's that one, that's that one, and then I'm missing another curly bracket. So this is telling it that when we click it, it's going to do a dispatch, which is doing a call to this, which is going to send it our choice. And then we're pulling the option key from that choice. We're going to copy this onClick, copy that, and then paste it there, change these numbers so that this is 1 and this is 2, save that. So at the moment, we have a switch that is taking in a choice and then a choice with an option key in it. And then we're going to be looking at the cases of those. So the first case that we're going to look at is walk, because we're telling it walk. Take those. Then this is going to break. So for walk, if comp is equal to, I need my parenthesis, if comp is equal to options of 1, then okay, so if comp is equal to that, we chose walk, so walk is computer's currently paper, so then we do a return winner is equal to, well, we're returning an object of winner with the state computer wins. And then else if computer is equal to options, and then 2. Gotta keep remembering to not just set Control S. Return. We're gonna return a new winner state, so it's gonna be winner. And then this is gonna be player wins. Save that, and then else. Then turn object winner. And then this is a tie because it wasn't a win or lose. I'm typing out computer when I should just be typing out comp. Okay. So that's the case for walk. This break is gonna be unhighlighted because we're never gonna hit it because we have all these returns. We could get rid of it. Like to keep it in though in case something happens to the switch. I highlight. So, and then option shift down, not option shift down. Oh, okay. Yeah, it should be option shift down. There and there. So then we have walk, scissors, paper. So if computer for scissors is equal to, okay, if we choose scissors and computer chooses walk, computer wins. Otherwise, if they chose scissors and we chose, okay, if we chose scissors, my brain is, we chose scissors, we win when they choose paper, so 1. And then otherwise it's a tie. And then we chose paper. They chose scissors to win, so then that's 1. And then this is 0. Because if we chose paper, they chose walk, yeah, okay. The state should be highlighted. Supposedly, no. I guess we'll quick test to see if these work. Oh, I haven't changed to reduce it. We're missing the H tag. And then we need state.winner because that's how we're calling it. Because this is the state, calling it state.winner to get the state of winner. And then if we choose these, quickly console log player let's wait, we can't log. Okay, we can only log computer. We don't have player defined anywhere. We also technically don't have that defined anywhere outside of here. So refresh the page. We click squirrel. Computer. Right. Okay, we click squirrel. Squirrel's walk. Why is that? Why is that running twice? Awesome. Why is it? Okay, so we chose walk. Okay, wait, I'm gonna refresh that. So we chose walk. Computer chose scissors. Though it chose paper the first time. Why is that running twice? I realize I need my default again. And we're gonna have return. This is gonna be, so if we wanted a reset button, we're gonna put a new button down here. Click, then equals dispatch, and then options, and then this is gonna be reset. Save that, and then because we don't have a case option reset down here, that's just going to be our default. So then we set we return winner and start game. Okay. I forgot to fill in my button. So that is working. Refresh that, tie, reset, it's working. Okay. Now to figure out, clear that. Why is this running twice? Am I just clicking it twice? No. Okay, so it just runs twice at the beginning, but I don't know why. Because if we reset, we click that, it does it twice, and we click, and it's not doing it more than once. Guess we could do console.log choice.option. This is going to be player. So player lock. So it's just taking my input in twice the first time. That's interesting. I don't know why it's doing it. But so this is 59 lines. A switch was 70 something, 76. And this statement is 81. So a switch is more efficient-ish than an if statement, but a reducer can be more efficient than both of them if you're having more complex logic. I still don't know why this is running twice though. Yeah, even my resets went twice. The first time. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it just takes my input twice. But yeah, reducer, you don't have as many set states that you need to run. You just kind of like set an initial state for your one condition, and then you're doing dispatch calls, which are here. Pretty sure you can change this to like be something other than dispatch, and as long as you're referring to it down here the same manner as you are up here, do it correctly. You can also rename this to like, as long as you're matching them. Initial state is just what we're calling, and then choice.option is because we're passing it key object with option as our key, and then sending in our choices. Yep. That's all I have. Do you have any questions? Does anyone have any questions? No. So working versions of these code that I was preparing beforehand is uploaded. So if I go to GitHub, send that out, open my repos. So they're still in this repo. I made 2 branches. There's master branch and then walk through this as this test. The files that are working that I was preparing beforehand are in here and they should all be functional. If you wanted to like clone them down to like play around with them, like they're just client, source, pages, fun, and then they're here. If you want to mess around with them. Yeah. I'm gonna stop sharing and stop